Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sibuke ama reality shows ethu ala Mzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senze ama reviews ama recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga any other issues avukayo mangabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwi TV. Uma ngabe uqala ujoina namhlanje and you really like our content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi bese press the notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo mangabe umsebenzi omusha ufakile. Kanjalo uma ufuna ukube remember, there's a join button. If ufuna ukudonate to the channel, there's a thanks button. Kanjalo futhi uma ufuna nje ukusupport, you can watch the adverts or two on this channel. Siya appreciate kakhulu lokho. Listen, I'm going to talk about a friendship ka DJ Zinhle kanye no Peal Thusi. Hey, mina kade ngabanakile guys labantu because I always felt like a friendship was beautiful when it was beautiful, and obviously it was clear ukuthi friendship is not as it used to be. But I really just felt like vele ama friendships anjalo, it's up and down. Sometimes it's up and down with your friends. Sometimes you're closer, sometimes you're not so close. Sometimes it's because of work and other commitments. And sometimes when your lives change and you're growing, you grow out of each other, there's always a reason to not be as close as you used to be. And sometimes later on in life, you become closer. And I felt like since there wasn't really a fight that we knew about between the two of them, it might be because all of us are looking at their friendship from a distance, and we're looking at their friendship from social media, but we are not there with them. There's conversations that take place that we are not there for. I always felt like there's a possibility that this whole thing, we are misreading what's happening in their relationships. There's no issues. But also I felt like maybe we are not misreading it. It's just a natural thing that happens sometimes with friendships, that friendships change, and we can't expect that it's going to be different for them just because they're celebrities. So I wasn't really taking it as seriously as other people were taking it, in terms of like them not being as close as they used to, until this video came out, you guys. And now a video, I did feel like, initially when I saw it, I was shocked. I don't want to lie, I was shocked because it really did look like DJ Zinhle was dismissing Peal Thusi, when Peal Thusi was just coming closer to her to have fun with her friend and dance while her friend is working and playing there. And it looked like she was dismissive, and that's the only way that I could interpret those gestures with her hands, until of course she came back with DJ Zinhle and said no, actually that's not what it was. She was talking to this one person that she works with and indicating that she needed this USB that she was gonna use to play. So her hand gestures were doing that. It wasn't to dismiss Peal Thusi. And honestly, when I went back, I watched it, I feel like the second gesture, like the last one, when she does this and points on a deck, I felt like that it could be true that she wanted that USB, but I still cannot explain this gesture to Peal before the guy that was close to them came closer to DJ Zinhle. But I still feel like that is my interpretation of those gestures. It still to me looked like she was dismissing Peal Thusi, but I still could be wrong. I still could be misreading those gestures that she was making with her hand. So I still feel like that. However, you guys, the one thing for me that I feel like none of us are misreading is the expression on Pearl's face, and also her body language when she realizes that, when it looks like she's realizing that DJ Zinhle is dismissing her and then she's walking away, how much she looks so disappointed and ngathi uphoxekile, you know, and her face doesn't look happy. I don't know where DJ Zinhle is taking in the book. Peal was smiling, moving away, you know. So that for me is the one thing that made me feel like, listen, there might really be something that is going on with this friendship because of that of the way that they acted towards each other in that moment, especially knowing that they're in public and people are always taking videos of everything that is happening. Of course, they came out and explained it, and Opel seemed like she didn't have, she said she realized that they were working and then she just wanted to move away from it, and that could be true and that might not be true, but it still feels like she is not being real about the way she felt about that moment, because it really looked like it surprised her that she was dismissed like that, you guys. Here is the thing. We are interpreting that video, and the people that were in that video are saying no, something different happened. It's not what you guys think. For me, I feel like the video just tells me a little bit more in terms of like there is something that is happening in this friendship. There are things maybe that have happened in this friendship that we don't know about, and since we don't know everything, we might misinterpret some things. And if we're being real, you guys, even if we do take the video away, because after the video came out, then I started really thinking about the things that people have been saying about these friendships, this friendship, which I have been dismissing, saying, "I man, Leonto yenzeka no mubani." Things that DJ Zinhle doesn't post, Peal Thusi, especially like on her birthday, she did not post her, she did not wish her a happy birthday when she does that on social media with other friends. And I feel like, because initially when that came out, I was like, I don't post all of my friends too, like on social media when they have birthdays. Sometimes I forget, sometimes sometimes I post the following day or whatever. But I feel like if it's something that was happening before and it doesn't happen now I am starting to feel like maybe really there is something there. Guys, remember, these were people that were so close that they were doing photo shoots together with their families, with their kids, together as if they were one family. It looked like they were not just friends, but they were sisters. So the fact that they are not doing things like that anymore, on top of that, there is this video that's coming out. Even if I really didn't want to think that there is a problem in that friendship, I feel like there might be. I do feel like the one person that wants a friendship more than the other in that friendship, it looks like it's Pearl. I feel like Pearl is just genuine in her friendships. She wants to be friends. She wants to be loud about being your friend. She will fight your fights. She will defend you. She will do everything. She will be there to support you. You playing at a club, she's there next to you dancing. She's that type of a friend. And I feel like it looks like she's the one that really wants that friendship to work. I'm not sure about DJ Zinhle. Sometimes DJ Zinhle looks like she don't care about nobody. And it might be really a misinterpretation on my side, but she does look like that. As long as impilo yami right, ngihamba kahle lana mina nomuntu abhonga izingane zami, that's all that I care. But she looks like that kind of a person, but I could be wrong. It just looks like Upel wants that friendship more. But sometimes, like in friendship, we have to just look and be like, you know what, maybe like I'm doing too much. Let me just focus on other things with this, because if people keep pointing out things that Mina I don't see, am I missing something in this friendship? Am I being treated okay in this friendship? I just watched Sip and Relax's video where she says she feels like something must have happened between DJ Zinhle and Peal Thusi, and she feels like it might have been Peal Thusi that did something that upset DJ Zinhle, and she might have apologized for it, but she does not. She has not been forgiven, like fully forgiven. It's almost like DJ Zinhle keeps punishing Upel for something that she did. Sip and Relax doesn't really say what makes her think that, has she seen something else besides the video, but she says that it is her opinion that something else has gone on in that friendship, and DJ Zinhle is upset about something. Anything is possible, you guys, but I feel like my opinion is changing about it, because I was feeling like before we were just overreading and misinterpreting things. I do feel like something is definitely going on with that friendship. It has changed, and I feel like it looks like it's harder for Peal Thusi to accept that the friendship has changed than it is for DJ Zinhle. Someone once said, "I'm friendships, they should be treated like relationships. Like you should be able to say to break up with your friend sometimes, And because it's like we're not allowed to say, because we're not allowed to break up with friends, it's hard even when you don't feel like the friendship serves you anymore. You still remain in a friendship, not knowing really what to do, what are the next steps that you're supposed to take, even though you feel like the friendship doesn't serve you anymore. I think it's unfortunate, you guys, that the friendship is the way that it is right now, especially considering where it was back in the days. So am I hoping that it goes back? I don't care if they do become friends again or not, but I do hope that they're happy whatever decision that they make, because also it's not okay to force and be friends with somebody when they don't no longer want to be friends with you. So whatever makes them happy, that's what they should do exactly. And for Pearl, more than DJ Zinhle, go to DJ Zinhle, just looks like she doesn't care. I hope really she figures out does she really still need that friendship or not, or it's time for her to really just move on with it. Anyway, that's all that I want to say with this on this issue. Tell me what you think about this friendship in the comment section. You think what we're seeing is real, or we're just making up stories? Because kwesinye isikhathi nje siyathatha thina sihlanganise sakhe isitori esingekho. Sivele sakhe isitori esingekho. So what do you think? Do you think their friendship is okay, or do you think everybody that is seeing something going on with this friendship is on to something? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.